All right, hey, what's going on? This is Dan Keller, your mortgage advisor at Guild Mortgage. I want to welcome you to another episode of Making Sense of the Markets. Today is Friday, November 17th, episode number 47. So 47 weeks in a row, I've come to you with a market update and some valuable information that you can use or that you can share. And today, I kind of want to recap real briefly. I just came back from a conference where some of the top mortgage professionals and real estate agents gathered to business plan, but to strategize. And a common theme that we talked about and that we heard a lot of mortgage professionals and real estate agents talk about is that how confused the consumer is today. There's so much information online. You're getting so much poor information from friends and family members and coworkers that just really isn't congruent with a world-class process that we offer here with the Dan Keller Group. And a lot of these other high-performing professionals, they certainly operate outside of some of the general myths and misconceptions that are out in the marketplace. And so I wanted to take a moment today and share with you something that I share with all of my first-time homebuyers, but I think it's important that it gets out into the internet, that it gets out to you so that you can share it with some of your friends and family members and coworkers as we come through the holiday season. You know, 7 out of 10 home loans encounter turbulence, delayed closings, or failed financing. And that, to me, that stat is unacceptable. I've said this before. I think in our office, it certainly is more like 9.9 out of 10. I have raving fans. I mean, I think we have on Yelp and on Zillow, we have a 4.9 out of 5 rating, which is incredible. Definitely different than the 7 out of 10 poor experience, so a 3% success rate over there. So what I wanted to share with you is kind of why home buyers are confused in regards to the process, and why home buyers are confused in regards to some of the things that they think they can expect. You know, a lot of people come to us and the only thing that we have in common is Dan, hey, what is your rate and what is your fees? I'm a mortgage guy, I sell money, and so that's always a part of the initial conversation. What I like to do is focus on, while that is important, we have very competitive rates and fees, I like to focus on the process. Do you understand that attaining a home loan is much like riding on an airplane? Do you understand that there are so many things that we cannot control, much like a pilot? Much like you as a passenger driving to the airport, going through check-in, going through TSA, checking in your baggage, making sure your baggage gets on the plane, making sure you board the plane on time, making sure that the plane gets off the runway into the air in a safe manner, and then depending on the flight, what you might encounter when you're up in the air in regards to turbulence or geese or whatever. Getting a home loan, attaining a home loan is much like that. There's a predictable process where we're trying to go from point A to point B, but sometimes we can't predict what happens in between that. A mortgage application, for example, from start to funding will have anywhere between 30 to 40 hands, different people working on that file, from loan processor to loan originator to my assistant to underwriters to escrow and title reps to the seller, to the listing agents and the buyer's agents. There's so many appraisers, inspectors. There's so many different variables. There's so many people that are involved. And because there are so many people involved, there leaves room for error, human error. And so what I try to explain to my clients is that somebody has to manage that chaos. And the person managing that chaos is more important than the rate and the fee that you get. Because the person managing that not only holds the money, but it keeps everything in order and it keeps everything in check. We are the people that manage that. And so I just want you to consider that. The reason why we have a 4.9 out of 5 success rate on Yelp and on Zillow is because we have a big team. We have a very qualified team that is really good at managing those processes, and they're great at problem solving when we encounter a situation that needs addressed. If you have any questions about the home buying process or home mortgage process, I'd love for you to reach out to me. My information is on the screen. I'd love to sit down with you and have a conversation about your situation. Also, if you're watching this and this was of value, please find a way to share this with someone for us. I'd love to be a resource to anyone that you know. And then, as always, I really appreciate you tuning in. All right, have a great weekend. Bye for now.